Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're doing an online format class here, so I encourage you to have some space, if possible, in your home where you may be uninterrupted for a period of time. Should be doing about 75 minutes or so of practice today. As well, if you feel called to lengthen the final relaxation at the end, you might also do that and turn it into a little bit of a longer practice as well. I encourage you, as always, to listen to what your body needs. Know that this guidance that's coming from me is intended to make suggestions along a journey of self-awareness, self-discovery, yoga practice. So anytime, you're always welcome to shift and adapt and change what we're doing. As we are practicing at home, I understand that you may not have access to many yoga props. I'm using just a pillow to sit on when I'm seated here. You may have a pillow at home or a blanket, so preparing with that, as well as having your yoga mat if possible. But you can also just practice on another kind of surface too if you want to just lay out a blanket or a towel. Okay? So as you're settling in, take a moment to adjust your seat. We will start seated, so you're finding your way to a comfortable position. You may have the legs crossed if that feels comfortable, or the legs can stretch out. Perhaps wiggling a little bit in the sitting bones to ensure that you can feel the connection with the earth beneath you. You may be sitting up on a folded blanket or a cushion. Begin to sense a feeling of elongation in your spine. So allowing the tailbone to root downward and the spine to lengthen. Feeling of elongation even through the back of your neck. Feeling the crown of your head floating gently up towards the sky. The eyes, perhaps behind closed eyelids, are relaxing. So you begin to notice your breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Feeling the gentle flow of the air entering and leaving your body. Perhaps sensing the belly and the chest expanding as you breathe in. Relaxing as you breathe out. Continuing to notice your breath. And as you pay attention to the breath, it may start to naturally deepen and lengthen and slow down. As we become aware of the feeling of breathing, we begin calming the nervous system. Long and slow, smooth inhalations and exhalations through the nose if that's available. And as you're paying attention in this relaxed way, feel awareness expanding through the body, from the crown of the head down low to the tips of the fingers and the toes, welcoming what is present. Any sensations, whether physical, emotional, or energetic. Becoming the witness to your experience, nothing to change or judge, And starting to practice compassionate self-observation. And bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your chest, to the heart. Feeling the contact of your hands on your body. The arms and the hands like extensions of your heart, sending peace to yourself in times of change, in times of challenge in our lives. How important it is to come back to these moments of self-awareness, self-compassion. The arms are extensions of the heart, so feel the hands offering peace, offering kindness. And let's bring our hands together at the heart. Bow the head gently, bowing to your indwelling spirit, to your life force, to your inner teacher, to your resilience. And then let the hands interlace and press your palms out forward, rounding your spine back. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky, pressing the palms up as shoulders relax down. Bring a gentle sway in side to side. And with the arms in center overhead, release the hands apart and twirl the wrists as the arms float down. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands just to the lap and start to circle our shoulders, letting the shoulders circle forward and up and back and down and around. Beautiful, letting the shoulders soften back and down, pausing there. Some sun breaths. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up to the sky, to the sun. Draw the palms together, and exhale, your hands come down to the heart. You may bow the head. Follow your breath. Inhaling, the arms reach up high, the heart lifts. Exhaling, the hands glide down to heart center. And we'll continue here to follow our own breath. Perhaps even noticing the pause at the top and at the bottom of the breath, becoming aware of that slight pause, that moment of stillness. And the next time you have the hands at heart center, pause there again. And then inhale and sweep the arms forward and then out to the sides and back, lifting through the heart. As you exhale, round, draw the palms together and bow down. Good. Inhale, open your arms wide, heart wings expand. Exhaling, palms come back in to your center. Continue now with the flow of your breath, following your breath rhythm and feeling the gentle awakening of the front and of the back of your heart. Moving back and forth between a place of drawing inward, of solace and inner focus, to opening outward, expanding our heart wings, deep breaths in and long breaths out. Good, and the next time you have hands at the heart, pause there, interlace the hands again, press the palms forward, inhale, lift the arms up. Bring your hands just behind the back of your head, still interlaced, leaning your head gently back so you can lift the heart and open up through the heart. Feel the shoulder blades pressing against the back. And then gently release the head to center, draw the hands down onto your shoulders, and make some nice circles with your elbows round and round. You can change the direction too. Relax the arms down. Taking a moment to pause, perhaps closing the eyes. And we've been sitting for a few minutes already, so you may like to just stretch the legs out for a moment, maybe circle your ankles, point and flex the feet. And then, keeping your right leg extended, bring your left knee in towards the chest, bending the knee, and then holding the knee and the foot with the two hands. And gently starting to circle this left leg round and round. So you're starting to notice perhaps a little bit of a rotation in the hip. Pausing to draw the leg gently in towards the chest, holding there. And then we'll step this left foot over to the outside of the right leg, wrapping your right arm around your left knee. Bring your left arm to your side. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, gently rotating towards your left side. As you're pausing here in this twist, noticing your breath, feeling the gentle rotation from the waist up to the crown. And then softening back to center, and we'll extend this left leg out, bending the right, reaching for the foot and the knee with the two hands, the two arms, beginning to circle gently. This leg circles round and round to explore the movement in the hip, lubricating the hip. And pausing to hold the leg gently in towards the chest as you stay long in the spine. Breathing here. And we'll step this right foot over to the outside of the left leg. Wrapping left arm around right knee, right arm at your side. Breathing in to lengthen. Breathing out to rotate gently towards this right side. Turning again from the waist up towards the crown. Holding and breathing. And gently unwinding back through center. Good. Let's bring the soles of our feet together, the knees open to the sides, and a gentle fluttering of the knees up and down, like little butterfly wings fluttering. And pausing just to let the knees soften into gravity. And let's lower the right ear towards the right shoulder, feeling the gentle stretch through the side of the neck. And inhaling the head up through center and over to the other side. Left ear softens down to left shoulder. Breathing here. And lifting the head gently back up. Drawing our knees in together. And then we'll transition over onto our hands and knees. So you can go ahead and move into table position, bringing your hands under your shoulders and the knees under your hips. Here in table, you're welcome, of course, to fold your mat under your knees or reach for a blanket to support your knees. Some rounds of cat and dog. We inhale, lowering the belly down, lift the heart, the tailbone, and the crown up. Exhale, round your spine, tucking your chin and your tailbone under. And then continuing to flow back and forth, inhaling, the heart lifts, the tailbone lifts, the crown lifts. Exhale, rounding your spine. And as you continue to flow, we'll start to add a wave. As you round your spine, also draw your hips back towards your heels. And then inhale and come back forward to table, lift the heart, the crown, the tail. Exhale, rounding, tucking chin, tucking tail. Shifting back and inhaling, flowing forward, continuing with your own pace of breath. until you find yourself settling back into child's pose, drawing your hips back towards your heels, bowing forward and down. You may let the head rest upon the floor or onto your arms. And as you rest here for a few more breaths, also become aware of the feeling of the breath expanding in the lower back, the mid, and the upper back. And gently we'll rise back up onto our hands and knees, and staying or coming back to table pose. From your table, stretch your right leg out to the side, the foot on the floor with the toes pointing forward. Your left hand is under your left shoulder. Inhale and sweep the right arm out and up, opening the heart to the right. Exhale, threading this right arm under the left. And then continue a few more rounds with your breath, inhaling to open the heart to the right. Exhaling, threading right arm under left, following your breath. The next time the heart opens to the right, pause there and make a gentle circle with your right arm, rotating the shoulder like you're drawing a big full moon in the sky or a big sun. Maybe changing the direction. Let's bring the right hand to the right hip and then use the core to help lift yourself up, bringing shoulders up over hips. Take your right hand to your right leg. Inhale, sweep the left arm up and over towards the right in gate pose, Garudasana, holding here, feeling the shoulders soften away from the ears, breathing into the side bend. Beautiful, let's float up. Release the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the right knee back under the right hip. Stretch your left leg to the side, foot on the floor, toes pointing forward. Inhale, sweep the left arm open to the left. Exhale, thread the left arm under the right, following the flow of your breath. The next time the heart opens to the left, pause and begin to circle the left arm, the shoulder socket, lubricating like you're drawing a big full moon in the sky, changing the direction. Bringing your left hand to your left hip and lifting yourself up. Shoulders are up over the hips here. Left hand to the left leg as we inhale, right arm sweeps up and over, finding a nice lateral side bend. Shoulders are soft away from the ears. Breathing here. Floating back up. Let's release our hands back under the shoulders, tucking left knee under left hip. Here in table position, preparing for downward dog. Spreading your fingers wide, curling the toes under, and lifting the hips high up to the sky. Here, you may like to lift and lower your heels a little bit up and down, pedaling out your feet. Perhaps the hips sway a little side to side. Pausing to hold the pose as you stay rooted in your hands. We tilt the hips and tailbone up and back, feeling long through the spine. And then lowering your two knees back to the earth, untuck the toes and shift back to child's pose. Settling here in child and taking a few integrating breaths. Breath expanding in through the back of the body and exhaling out through the front. And let's come back up onto our hands and knees and table. With your next inhale, lift your right leg up and back behind you. As you exhale, hug your right knee into the chest, rounding your spine. Inhale, right leg stretches back long. Exhale, right knee hugs into the chest, following the flow of your breath. The next time the leg extends, pause there, flexing your right foot towards the wall behind you. You may lower your right hip down as well to help level the hips. And then we'll do some pulsing, engaging your glutes, squeezing your glutes, pulsing your right leg up and down. Beautiful. Let's lower the right knee down under the right hip and a few gentle circles with your hips in one direction or the other. Maybe a figure 8 in your spine. And back to our neutral table position. We'll inhale, stretching the left leg long back behind you. Exhaling, left knee hugs into the chest. Inhaling, the leg extends long, the heart lifts forward. Exhaling, knee into chest. Following your breath here. The next time the leg extends, we'll pause there, flex the foot, level the hips. The left hip may be coming down a touch and begin pulsing the leg up and down. And then lowering the left knee down under the left hip and a few gentle circles, hips, shoulders, spine, all moving freely and exploring. From here, we'll lift our hands up. So we're bringing shoulders over hips, hips over knees. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, lift the heart. Exhale, twirl the wrists as you lower down. Plant your hands under the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide, curl the toes under, and press the hips up into the sky. We're back in downward facing dog. Perhaps lifting and lowering the heels here. The hips may sway side to side. And then starting to walk the hands, the feet towards each other, taking as many steps as you need to be bowing down in a forward fold. Knees are bending generously. Upper body is sort of dangling like a waterfall flowing over the legs. Here we'll bend our knees quite generously as if you're sitting down into a chair. Keep the knees bent and the hips low and lift the upper body up. Beautiful. Holding here, feeling strong through the quads. Let's do a few sun breaths. Exhaling, hands into center. And inhaling, arms open back out and up. Following your breath. With your next inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Unbend the knees, lift the heart to the sky. And then exhale and dive forward and down. Inhale, coming just about halfway up, our fingertips can press to the shins as we lengthen the spine forward, the tailbone back. Exhale, back down. Inhale and rise, sweeping your arms out and up to the sky, to the sun. Lift the heart. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale again, sweeping the arms out and up, lifting the heart. Exhale, bowing forward and down, hinging at the hips. Inhaling to come just halfway to a flat back. Exhaling down. Inhale, rising sun, sweep the arms out and up to the sky, lift the heart. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do one more round. Inhale, sweep the arms up, lift the heart. Exhale, bowing forward and down. Coming about halfway up on your inhale. Exhaling down. Inhale, rise like the sun, sweep the arms high, lift your heart. And exhale, the hands come down to heart center where you can pause, close through the eyes. Noticing your 2 feet rooting into the earth below, grounded and connected. A feeling of elongation through your spine as the crown of the head rises up to the sky. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up again. Draw the palms together, interlace the hands, and lift the index fingers up. Pausing here, still breathing. Let's inhale to lengthen. On the exhale, hinging gently towards the right side, pressing your hips gently towards the left. Like a crescent moon, noticing your full length crescent through the side body, even rooting a little bit more down through the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale, floating up, and exhaling to the other side. We hinge gently towards the left. Our right foot is rooting the outer edge of the right foot, grounding down. Breathing here. Good. Let's inhale, floating up, and exhale, a full moon sweep of the arms out to the sides and down. Inhale, reach the arms out and up, and at the same time lift your heels and come to the tips of the toes, balancing. With your exhale, lower back down, arms floating down and heels releasing down to the earth. Flow with your breath. Inhaling, arms lift, buoyantly floating up, heels lift. Exhale, lowering back down, and continuing with your pace here, a feeling as though your breath itself is what lifts you up and what lowers you down. The breath itself. The next time you lift up, heels lift, we're on the tips of our toes. Let's hold. You can have your gaze focused on one point, eyes open, to help support your balance. Let's bring our arms forward from the shoulders. Option to start to bend the knees and lower the hips down while you stay up on your toes. So heels are lifting, hips are lowering. Steady the breath and the gaze and the mind. Beautiful. Let's rise all the way back up. Heels still lifting, strong ankles, and then lower the heels, lower the arms, and lower the eyelids, coming to pause and receive. Welcoming sensation. Perhaps there's warmth or energy now in the body. A feeling of aliveness. Good. Let's inhale, sweep our arms up, lift the heart high. With your exhale, bow back forward and down. All the way, knees can be bending here. Come just halfway up. You may press your fingertips to the shins. Lengthen forward with the spine long, and exhale back down. Here, we'll come into downward facing dog. So you might walk your hands forward or your feet back. Finding your down dog and staying here for a few breaths. Let's lower our knees down, untuck the toes, sink back to your most comfortable variation of child's pose. The knees may widen, the upper body bows down. You may let your head rest on your arms or on the floor. Now, let's come back up so that we can slither down onto the belly. So make your way belly down onto the mat. If you'd like to come in a more active way down, you can find plank first. Tuck your toes, hands under shoulders, lift the knees so you're aligning shoulders, hips, and ankles. And then you can lower the knees, untuck the toes, or come down all as one. Heart bows towards the earth. So we'll all meet belly down on the earth. Hands are under shoulders, tops of the feet rooting down. For baby cobra, ground through the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift the heart, the shoulders, the head. Just as far up as you can while keeping the glutes strong. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting back up. This time, send your arms behind you. Lift your legs as well. So we have crown reaching forward, fingers and toes reaching back. Shoulder blades squeezing towards each other. A strength in your glutes so the muscles of your buns are strong and engaged. Softening down, turn one ear to the earth. Letting everything melt. Broadening across the lower back as you relax. Belly breathing against the earth. And gently lifting the head up to turn it to the other side. Bringing your head back to center. Grounding through the pelvis, we'll inhale back to Navasana, the boat, lifting arms, legs, chest, shoulders, and head. Breathing here long through the back of the neck. Option to interlace the hands and roll the shoulder blades together if that feels nourishing for you. And then we'll soften out of the pose, release your hands under the shoulders, and gently press yourself all the way up and back into child's pose. And taking just another few breaths in your child's pose, relaxing for just a few more breaths. Let's lift ourselves up and come to adjust into a seated position. So you're welcome to sit again on top of a prop if that's comfortable for you. Let's begin here with our legs outstretched, our two legs outstretched. Wiggling sitting bones into the earth, growing nice and tall in the spine. Good. Let's bend just the right knee. Let the right foot come to the inner left thigh. The knee opening out to the side. If you do have a sore or tight hip on the right, you might slide an extra rolled blanket or a block or a pillow underneath that thigh. Sitting tall. Also, if the hamstring is very tight on the left, you can also bend the knee and slide a prop underneath, okay? So we'll turn the heart gently towards this extended left leg for a pose called Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up high to the sky. Exhale, gently floating forward and down, but here we'll flow a little bit. So we inhale and come right back up. Sweep the arms out and up, lift your heart up high. Exhale, gently bowing forward and down, leading with your heart. And we'll continue here, breathing up and down, following the movement of your breath. And the next time you bow forward and down, we'll come to pause. Arms can rest wherever they land. The belly and the heart are descending down towards the left leg, but they don't all have to land all the way down. You may just honor your body's range of motion. So you might find yourself more comfortable with a more sort of long spine, bowing just a little bit forward. You might find that it works for you to round a little bit in the pose, rounding the upper back or softening the head down. So you can choose what feels nourishing. And wherever you land, staying present with your breath here, as if you're inhaling through the back of your body and exhaling through the front of your body. And breathing in through the back. And breathing out through the front. Gently we'll start to rise up, taking it slow. As you come up, bring your hands just behind your hips. Fingertips on the floor, lean back, roll the shoulder blades together, look up, lift the heart. Expanding across the front body, opening through the heart. Good, and then releasing back to neutral. You can keep the legs as they are, but inhale and open your arms wide. And then exhale and wrap your left arm on top of your right. Give yourself a hug across the upper body, breathing between the shoulder blades. You can stay here, or you can single or double cross the arms into what's called Garudasana, or eagle arms. So option to stay in the hug, or option to weave the arms towards each other. Wherever you are, breathing into shoulders, upper back, or wherever you feel sensation. And gently we'll unwind and let our arms soften down. Wonderful. Now we'll stretch the right leg out, forward, let the left knee bend, and open to the side. Again, the option of tucking extra props under either left thigh or right knee. Right foot flexes. We turn the heart towards this extended right leg. Let's breathe in, our arms sweeping up high, lifting your heart. Exhale, bowing forward and down. Beautiful, and we'll let it flow. So inhale and sweep the arms back out and up, lift your heart. And exhale, bowing down. Good. Follow the flow of your breath here. When you feel ready to bow down and surrender there, you're welcome to pause and release. Maybe your spine is still quite tall and you're bowing just a few inches forward. Maybe you find yourself rounding into it a little bit, honoring your body's shape and position without any pushing. Perhaps sensing the breath coming in through the back and exhaling out through the front. That's right, the breath comes in through the back, flows out through the front. Gently we'll rise back up. As you come up, bringing your hands behind your hips, leaning back, fingertips on the floor, lifting your heart, rolling the shoulder blades back and down. And then returning the spine to neutral. We'll inhale, open our arms. Exhale, right arm on top this time, giving yourself a hug across the upper body. You can stay here or single or double cross the arms into eagle, Garudasana, letting the breath flow into the space behind the back of your heart. And let's gently release our arms down, and then bend your right knee, drawing soles of the feet together, knees open to the sides, sitting tall. Feeling the breath, perhaps closing the eyes and sensing your breath rising up and down the length of your spine, from the tailbone up to the crown and back down again. Landing in your center, being centered. And you're welcome to stay here, or if you feel called to, you can start to bow gently the heart a little bit down towards the feet and towards the earth. Again, honoring your body's edge without pushing past it. Breathing and creating space here. We'll rise, lifting the spine back up tall. Again, pausing to feel the effect, to welcome what's here. Letting your breath and your awareness create space. Beautiful. Let's let our knees gather back in together. And go ahead and roll down onto your back. So we'll be coming down onto the back just for now, making sure that you don't have a prop under your head as we prepare for bridge pose. So as you're coming down onto your back, have your knees bent with your feet on the earth about hip distance apart, arms at your sides with palms down. We'll do a few rolling bridges to start. So you'll root your feet. Inhale, lift your hips and belly to the sky, rolling up the spine vertebra by vertebra, and then gently lowering back down, spine returns to the earth. Again, we inhale, lift the hips, the belly to the sky. This time, add your arms lifting up and overhead as far as your range of motion allows, and then exhaling down, spine to the earth, arms to your sides. Follow your breath here. And the next time you're down with spine and arms on the earth, pause there. Preparing to hold the bridge, we'll root our feet, ground down through arms and feet. As you inhale, lift your hips and belly up to the sky, rolling up the spine. Here you might tuck the shoulder blades underneath you a little bit to open across the heart. Staying firm in your glutes, muscles of the buns should be strong and engaged. Quads are firm as well, as if they're sort of spiraling towards each other. Heart is lifting, head is staying in one place, breathing and opening across the front body. And let's gently roll down as you're ready, smoothing out the back, untucking the shoulders, and then letting the knees hug into the chest, a gentle rock from side to side, perhaps massaging the back. And then let's lift both arms and legs to the sky, make some gentle circles with your wrists and your ankles, resting bug pose. And then let your arms come down to rest at your sides, but the legs stay lifted, and begin a gentle sort of bicycle movement with your legs. Now here your bicycle strides are quite long and also quite slow. So you're doing this to help awaken and strengthen the core. Breathing along the way. Now you can also change the direction, like you're backpedaling. And then a few more strides in your original pedaling direction. Beautiful. And then lift the arms and the legs up and give them a little shake. And then hug the knees back into the chest. A little gentle massage for the back, rolling and rocking in the knees to help massage the back. Good. So as you pause and center, let's hug our hands around just the right knee or the back of the right thigh, and then extend the left leg out along the earth. If it's more comfortable to keep the left knee bent, that's an option too. Right knee hugging gently towards the chest, breathing here. Let's stretch the right leg up to the sky. You may hold the right leg if that's available, or even just hold your pants. If you do have a challenge reaching for the leg, you can also have a strap or a scarf around the ball of the foot. And then also make a few gentle circles with your right ankle. So we spend so much time on our feet. It can be so nourishing to lift the legs up here and there. Nourish the circulation in the feet, the ankles, the leg. So flex the right heel up for a few more breaths, breathing into the sensation. Now we'll bend through the extended left leg with the left foot flat on the floor. Take your right knee, bend it so you can cross your right ankle to the top of your left thigh. For some bodies, this may be enough stretch, or draw the legs in towards the chest. You might hold on to one or two legs, or even bring some gentle rocking in, finding what feels nourishing here in this position, figure 4. Honoring your body's intuition as you explore. And let's take a few more breaths here. And gently releasing, uncrossing the feet back to the earth, and a little side to side sway of the knees, rocking from one side to the other. And bringing the knees back to center. Hugging now the left knee into the chest, right leg extends as far as is comfortable. Breathing here. Let's stretch the left leg up to the sky, bringing the hands around the back of the leg, the left foot flexing upward, and then circling the left ankle a few times in each direction. And flexing the foot up for a few more breaths. Now we'll bend through the extended right knee, right foot flat on the floor, crossing your left ankle over to the right thigh. So you might stay here. For some of us, this is enough stretch. Or you might bring the legs in towards the chest to deepen the stretch around the piriformis and the glute. Of course, the option to bring in any exploration. Maybe it feels good to lift the right leg up or sway the legs a little bit. Connecting with your body wisdom and breathing. Just a few more breaths here. We'll lower both feet down to the earth, uncrossing, and a gentle sway of the knees from side to side. From here, letting your knees hug in towards the chest, bringing one hand to each knee and doing a few gentle circles, the knees rotating in each direction. And pausing by bringing the soles of the feet together, the knees to the sides, holding the feet or the ankles, making a little butterfly shape. And even as you're on the earth, can you sense the tailbone reaching away from the crown so there's lots of length in your spine, letting your breath flow up and down this length. And gently releasing your 2 feet down to the earth, drawing the soles of the feet together with the knees open to the sides. You might wiggle the lower back down a little bit. Let's bring the hands to the belly or to the hips, allowing your breath to be felt down low in the body. Breathing in to expand the belly, the middle ribs, and the upper chest. Breathing out, relaxing and letting go. So you're still laying on the back, soles of the feet together, knees wide, just sensing the feeling of the breath flowing in and out, and the contact that your body makes with the earth below. Feeling the connection that you share with the earth as a source of grounding. And you're welcome to stay here for as long as you'd like. Or you can take some time to gently let the knees come back together. Maybe you're hugging the knees back to the chest now. And take some time to explore any final movement that your body feels called to as we eventually move towards our final relaxation. So just taking some time to tune in to your body, exploring what does your body need. Maybe you're still on your back, rolling a little side to side. Maybe you're revisiting a posture that we've already been in, or even just finding what feels nourishing in your body right now, whether that's a yoga pose or a shape or whatever kind of movement, even energetic movement that's felt more internally. Taking your time to be with this inquiry for as long as you need. Staying connected with your breath. Connected with your body wisdom. Listening for the wisdom of prana, of life energy, which is communicated to us through the language of sensation. When we slow down the mind, we start to tune in to awareness. We begin to learn this language of prana, of life force. So let yourself be guided just a little bit longer if you feel called to any movement. Staying very connected with your breath wherever you are. And gradually making your way into your final relaxation as you're ready. For Shavasana, the final relaxation pose, you can make yourself very comfortable. You may like to lay down just on your back, perhaps arms and legs are extended. You might be reaching for warm layers if you have a pair of socks to put on, or long sleeves, or even reaching for a blanket. or something light to cover with the eyes, whether you have an eye pillow or a light scarf just over the eyes can be really nice. So making your way, perhaps arms and legs extend, maybe the knees bend with feet on the floor for more support. Any position that feels comfortable for you to rest in for a length of time. And as you're settling in there, perhaps the eyes are closed. And allowing the earth to support you. As you feel the earth support beneath you, allow your body to soften into the support. Knowing that you are supported in this moment and also supported in this life. Notice the feeling of the body breathing, the gentle rise and fall of each breath wave, rolling in and rolling out. As you continue to notice the breath, trust that your body knows how to breathe and your being knows how to relax. As you follow each wave of breath, feel yourself relaxing a little more with each exhale. Each breath out, softening a little more. The body relaxing any areas of tightness or tension. A feeling of softening and yielding to the earth support. And as the body relaxes, so does the mind. Any thoughts that may be moving through the mind, through our consciousness, they still may be moving through, and yet there's a feeling of spaciousness that starts to expand. The thoughts perhaps becoming a little lighter, like you can watch them passing by like a cloud in the sky. No need to fixate on each thought, just allowing that movement to flow through. As you relax and let go even more. And as you continue to relax in body and in mind, we rest into a natural state of peace, a natural state of stillness. Continuing to relax into the stillness that is here within you. A natural state of being. In this natural state of relaxation, your being knows exactly what needs to integrate for your healing and nourishment. And your being knows what needs to be released, what is ready to be let go of. Trusting in this wisdom. And as you're resting, relaxed, and at home here in your center, start to notice your breath again, breathing in and out. Feel the breath traveling all the way down to the tips of the fingers and the toes, filling the entire body with compassionate awareness, trusting that you will awaken to carry with you the benefits of this practice, to weave awareness and presence and yoga into our moment-to-moment experience, day to day. So as you are reawakening, perhaps you're noticing sounds that surround you or the feeling of the air against your skin. Eventually starting to bring movement in. Maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes or letting the head rock a little side to side, knowing there's no rush. Maybe the body takes a big stretch, arms and legs extending, or the knees hugging into the chest. You may like to roll over to one side, bend the knees and roll over, using your bottom arm as a pillow, tucking into a fetal position for a few breaths, giving thanks to yourself, thanking yourself for taking this time to do this practice, thanking yourself for so many of your gifts and strengths in the world. And then as you feel ready, we can rise up to seated where we'll meet. So take your time to press yourself up and perhaps land in a comfortable seat, maybe on a cushion again, allowing the spine to be nice and tall. And the eyes can remain closed, so just for now we're still really in our inner space. Bringing a hand to the belly and a hand to the heart. Again, feeling the arms and the hands as extensions of your heart. Feeling your breath and allowing each breath wave to calm and soothe the mind and the nervous system. Let's bring our hands together at the heart, palm to palm, and we'll join our voices in the sound of Om 3 times. You're welcome to chant along or just receive the sound. So Om is a mantra that is the sound of creation. It's a universal vibration. So we use it to offer healing and peace to all beings, to the whole universe, really. So let's hold that intention in our hearts of this sound, this prayer being an offering, rippling from our hearts to all hearts, to offer peace, to offer love. Taking a deep breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy, peaceful, and free, and may our lives contribute to this happiness, peace, and freedom for all. Namaste. So thank you so much for tuning in to this practice here online. I wish you the best for the rest of your day. Please do comment on the video with any insights, questions, comments, inspirations, and I look forward to connecting again soon. Thank you. Be well.